Get ready. If you want to find NCI pennies, I'm going to tell you exactly how.
Attention Dollar General penny shoppers. If your item does not scan zeros, it is not a penny item. Please stop taking it to the register and arguing with the staff. If it doesn't scan a penny, it's not a penny, and you just sound ridiculous.
Good evening to all my penny superstars out there. So, sorry this is taking me so long, but there are a tremendous amount of surprise pennies out there. This is penny season, but at the same time, this is, like I've said, is penny palooza. Like, this is a lot. There's a lot more that has been added into our typical penny season. So they easily could be in every store. They easily could be in every third store. So there's a lot to look for, though. But I'm trying to prioritize because obviously I am also a shopper. And also to find a lot of surprise pennies, especially NCI, you've got to get out there because it can be so widespread and a variety of things, not our typical everything. You can tell it all follows a theme, or it all obviously has a dot or a star, or so it's a different Dollar General thing to navigate as far as symbols or years or the penny cycle. So hopefully we're back on track for the NCI penny cycle at this point. It has been halted for quite some time, but now things seem to be moving along. So fingers crossed that will continue. But to find NCI pennies, and especially, I guess you would call them hidden NCI pennies, because they are hard to find. They aren't, easy to spot as far as there's just a number of things. So NCI, my first question would be, do you think your closest 5 stores are NCI stores? Do you think they are? Then, have you actually watched a store change from a regular DG to an NCI store? And how much did you watch that happen? Were you involved in a remodel? Did you actually study that store and what was in it? What went into remodel? And then what came into that store after it became an NCI store? Or did you just, walk into one of your stores one day and realize it had changed? Because at this point, because I'm curious to hear this, at this point, I believe, I don't know. This is all strictly my opinion based on my experience with NCI stores. And I do have that whole watching it go from regular to NCI because of remodels. So I've watched the difference. I've shopped the difference. And I think, anybody that's out there that went through remodels from more of the beginning of NCI, not stores that were already NCI and have already remodeled again, but the ones that went from a regular DG to an NCI store. NCI just basically means there's more home goods, okay? There's more pillows and blankets and sheets and candles and wall art and glasses and everything home-wise. There were some sporadic other like hair accessories. We had some clothing at one point. All of those clovers, right? So there are the seasonal ones that are marked as clovers, but then the rest of NCI, it's just not marked like that. You can't differentiate between what's old and what's new. So the NCI part of it brings in a whole bunch of different brands. Like when you look at your blankets or your towels or your bath mats, bath sets, you typically would see, you know, Comfort Bay or True Living, or, I mean, Clover Valley, that's just on food, right? Bobby Brooks on clothes. The same brands over and over again. And most of them Dollar General brands. Those are Dollar General, you know, most of those, I believe. So NCI comes in and you go to look at your bath mats, for example, and you see all these other brands and packaging. And I believe, and it's like a higher scale, they're a little bit nicer. When the stores started changing to NCI, it was super duper exciting. I mean, the decor changed. It got better. The blankets, yes, their blankets, NCI blankets are not like rolled up blankets. Their blankets are hanging blankets, and they're not the same thing over and over. There's a variety of brands, variety of colors and textures and patterns, and it's so exciting. And then they have so many sheets, and not Comfort Bay sheets, other names. That is your NCI. A lot of them, yes, they have the whole middle section on the second part of the store. The front part is your seasonal, which should be like Christmas right now, right? And then the second half of the store, and I'm talking the midsection, is almost all your NCI, right? And it's like 2 aisles, and it's loaded with home goods. Okay. But not all stores are set up like that are NCI, because they weren't remodeled, or they're, you know, in a leased building, that they had to do it based on what would fit, what the layout could be. So your NCI store may just have an extended kitchen section where it's like a whole aisle versus a section, and part of it, there's a lot more glassware and a lot more kitchen type, whatever, canisters, butter dishes, you know, that type stuff. And again, they look different. They have different types of tags on them, or barely tagged at all. They just have a sticker on the bottom. You know, they're unrecognizable as far as what season is it, what does it go with, when's it gonna penny. Enter me. Okay? And many of you know this. I never claim to know everything. I'm trying to catch everybody up, because we have not had a big NCI flip like this in a while. So, NCI stores, they do not get the inventory that our regular stores get, okay? You know, when Green Dot comes in, you see it. It's everywhere. It's everything. It's like thousands, I'm sure, of items. And there's 5 of each kind. Okay, NCI is not like that. You know, NCI comes in, and think about seasonal, when they redo if you have tier tables in your store. Those are the different level tables. They could be anywhere in the store at the end of an aisle. And it's set up with one of the themes. So, green clover, purple clover, spring baking, Easter, Christmas. Okay, those tier tables, right? That's where, you know, they get a couple of each of those items. It's not like they get 10 of each of those items. And it's not like there's 300 items in that category, right? So same with all of the other things NCI, all of these different brands. So stores get them, they may get 1 or 2. These stores get them, these stores don't. But I guarantee you'll see some of these brands in your stores once you start looking. There's a lot of things we don't notice until we start looking. And you can, identify NCI brands easy because of the quality of them, the look of them, and again, the tagging of them. But there's also a system to the NCI, same as Dollar General. NCI also has like subcategories like Dollar General, not just the clovers, right? There's also, and again, when you scan, one, it will start with NCI, or it'll have PZF, which PZF seems to be like the baskets and the clocks, mirrors, some of the decor, okay? And then there's also the PZF. Exactly. No, that's the PZF. There's also the Neo, and the Neo came out last year, and a couple of them pennied, but then this year, at least the ones that I knew of, they all pennied. So they were 23s, they went this year again, and they are NCI. So that's good news. The 23s went. These surprise ones are from 2021. Now, 2020 or 2021, whether they were manufactured in 20, but the store has them labeled 21 when they got them, or 2020s put out 2020 or 2021. Oh, we have company. Okay, hold on. So, make sure you are going through everything. And yes, you need to scan a lot. And yes, same as regular Dollar General. You're going to see even the same brand or different brand of pillow or rug set or blanket that looks exactly the same or very, very similar. But that's where you have to match up the UPCs. That's the easiest way to do it. The last 4 UPCs, or the last 3, that's what I go through in my head. And you have to remember that any of these could be pennies, because at this point, it's literally just going off of how old they are. Okay? So nobody has a list of everything that's whatever, whether it was made in 2020, 2021, or marked in the stores in either. It could be anything in that NCI section. So make sure you're checking everything. I guarantee there's more out there because this is very widespread. All right? Good luck. Here's what we have found. We have definitely been hitting the stores. Shout out to my paid members. You guys have done great with this NCI stuff. It's fantastic. So here's what we've got. And just make sure you're checking everything. All right. Peace, love, and pennies. These are some tag cheat sheets for you. So obviously it's not every brand or tag that you see. And yes, there are tags that look just like them. And you've got to look at the year. You have to scan. But this gives you an idea of what we have found, what's out there. And I do have them grouped kind of, by kitchen, bath, etc.
I've been making moves like a ninja. I could play it cool like I'm winter. I can make it rain like a cash tsunami. You wanna slip and slide, we can link up. Working all the time, make it dollar. Be a student, try to make a dollar. Wanna live life like I'm on vacation. Gotta get those good vibrations. Oh, glowing so bright, I'm going so low. I'm riding high and it's just closer. Loving what I do and I know nothing gets me down, 'cause I can turn it round like. Wanna have a party, let it all hang out. Come on, let me show you what it's all about. Like, I like it better when we all get loud. I feel the goodness all around, like, I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling good now. Feeling like a top-down summer. I've been on the rise, it's a come up. No, I don't gotta try, I'm a natural stunner, hitting home runs like a baseball runner. But now, yeah, I'm feeling good and yeah, I'm feeling great. Every time I look around, it's like it's in my face. Yeah, nothing in this world is taking that away. Cause my people are my people, I'm not running in your race. But I run real hard like a track star. I don't gotta run hard just to get far. Cause I work real hard, but then I play harder. That's how I know that I'ma get farther.